Would you like to know more about this 1904 scalloped egg dish? Well, join me in my home kitchen as we check out this vintage recipe. Okay, we're getting ready to make our scalloped eggs out of this 1904 presidential cookbook. And this is what we are having for dinner. So we have a buttered pie plate here, and it says to put a layer of breadcrumbs down. And this is some leftover bread that I froze that I made from a recipe from 1749. And that was a really fun recipe, and I didn't want to waste all the bread because it was a big loaf. So we have a nice layer there. And then let me take a look at the instructions. And then we're supposed to put a layer of hard-boiled eggs. So I boiled up 12 eggs, and it said to cut them in rings, so we're gonna arrange them. And what this reminds me of, excuse me, it seems like it's an egg lasagna is what it is. I love this because in these older books there seem to be, especially in this one, there seem to be a lot more recipes for hard-boiled eggs. Today we seem to only use them for, potato salad or deviled eggs, or maybe the occasional egg salad sandwich, but not as many uses. I've seen egg curry, which is delicious, but not as many as used to be. So this is fun. So then we have the bits of butter. Just a moment. Okay, we are back. My husband just came back from the office, so I needed to stop the recording for just a moment. But we need to put on bits of butter here. I just kind of chopped up a little bit of butter. So let's do that. And then we're gonna layer in the breadcrumbs again. Oops, I forgot we're supposed to put pepper and salt. So we wanna make sure and season this layer. And they don't give exact amounts except for the eggs. So we can just use our best judgment there. And I cannot resist putting a little bit of spice in this. So I'm just gonna add a little paprika, not a lot of spicy spice, but just a little something reminiscent of deviled eggs I thought might be fun. So that adds a little bit of color too. Look how pretty this looks. So we're gonna continue layering here, but we wanna end up with the breadcrumbs on the top. So I'm curious to see how many layers we get of the dozen eggs. See how that looks here. Okay. So we need to layer this up. Maybe we won't get maybe one more layer. We're getting towards the second layer here. I think maybe 3 layers. Okay, that's looking good. Now a little bit of breadcrumb. I think I'm gonna need to crumb a little bit more bread, but I have plenty. The leftovers from that giant bread loaf made about 2 bags of bread, and I shared some with my parents. So we're gonna put on a little bit more butter. Then some kosher salt. So let me know if you've ever seen any hard-boiled egg dishes like this, or if you like hard-boiled eggs, or if you like deviled eggs or egg salad. Let me know how best you like to prepare eggs. There's so many different ways. Of course, there's omelets and scrambled and fried and different ways to fry the eggs. So many different ways. All very yummy. And this is a great either breakfast dish. We're actually going to have it kind of as a breakfast for dinner along with some fruit, and I actually thought guacamole would go well with it, and some other things. So it's going to be yummy. Yeah, or it would make a nice potluck dish. Well, this is just going to be a little ring of eggs because this is all I have, but that's okay. You can sprinkle on the rest of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, here's my bag of bread. I'm just going to crumb a little bit more. Get this nice big slice here. Whoa, okay. So let me get that going. So I would say, well, maybe close to 2 cups of breadcrumbs, just to be generous. I think it's better to have enough for sure. And I would say about 3 tablespoons of butter. And of course I'll have the instructions and the amounts in the description below for you. But let me know what you think so far of this dish. We'll be trying it as a family later, so definitely stick around for the family tasting. And I'll also walk you through a little bit more of the egg section of this book in the book chat. So a lot of fun stuff to come. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more breadcrumb here. Make sure that's nice and topped, and a tiny bit more butter, and a tiny bit more seasoning. We don't want to skimp on any of that. That is looking fabulous. Oh, a little bit more salt. This egg lasagna, or scalloped eggs. I'm always used to scalloped potatoes. It's the only scalloped I've ever seen, so this is really fun. Let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, and over this all it says a teacup full of milk, so I thought it would be fun to actually use a teacup here. So we pour that over the top, and you can even use cream or half and half if you want. This is just whole milk. But look at this pretty teacup. I thought, well, I might as well use the measurement and see. And this is about a cup, more or less. So let's get this in the oven. I decided on 350, and we want it to be golden brown. So I'm gonna try at least 20 minutes and see what happens from there. So I will see you when this comes out of the oven. So this lovely dish just came out of the oven. Let me hold it up for you so you can see the golden brown breadcrumbs. It's still kind of, you can hear the bubbling a little bit, just a tiny bit. Anyways, this looks delicious. It smells really good. It's almost like cooked deviled eggs kind of baked up. So I'm excited to see what the family thinks for dinner tonight with this. And stay tuned for the tasting and the lovely cookbook chat. So I will see you there. We're here with the family, and we're gonna try the scalloped egg dish.
It looks very interesting.
Yes, I'm curious to see.
Should I serve it up?
Yep.
Okay.
See what it's like.
Oh, okay.
And I use the 1749 bread for the crumbs. So let's see how it's like.
I see hard-boiled eggs.
Yep, lots of those.
Diced up. I see
Thank you.
breadcrumbs, of course.
Yes, I did add the paprika. That wasn't originally called for, but I thought it would taste good. So I can hope. Let's see. Mmm. Mmm.
Mm.
That's actually really good. It's almost like having toast and eggs at the same time. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, it does taste like that, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh.
I approve.
Awesome, thank you.
It's kind of like deviled egg casserole or warm egg salad.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's nice, actually. I really like it.
Awesome. I'm glad.
I can't help thinking this would be delicious, you know, like an egg salad, like in a sandwich filling.
Oh, totally. You could
Yeah.
probably chop it up more and add, you know, some mayonnaise.
I think
or
the
something.
paprika was a good add because without it, I feel like it'd be bland.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, salt and pepper. Need something else. So definitely give it a try if you need a breakfast or dinner dish. It's easy to prepare. So, thanks, guys.
Yum.
Welcome to the book chat section. We are in this 1904 presidential cookbook adapted from the White House Cookbook. And I wanted to talk about the egg chapter. Look how beautiful that heading is. Oops, some stuff fell out, that's okay. But look how pretty that is. These pages are so old, as you can see. One of my favorite parts is here it says to preserve eggs. And this was the old way of keeping eggs fresh. It says there are several recipes for preserving eggs. We give first one which we know to be effectual, so formal, keeping them fresh from August until spring. Wow, so if we preserve them now, this time of year, they'd be good till spring. Take a piece of quick lime as large as a good-sized lemon. Not sure what that means. And 2 teacupfuls of salt. Put it into a large vessel and slack it with a gallon of boiling water. I guess you mix it up. It will boil and bubble until thick as cream. When it is cold, pour off the top, which will be perfectly clear. Drain off this liquor, pour it over your eggs. See that the liquor more than covers them. A stone jar is the most convenient, one that holds about 6 quarts. So I guess you're covering your eggs with this liquid and then it's supposed to keep them for many months. Wow. This is definitely before refrigeration, so really, really interesting ways of keeping things. So I wanted to point out that there's so many different egg recipes in here. Of course, the traditional boiled eggs, soft-boiled, fried, but there's also poached eggs a la creme, which is really interesting. Minced eggs, mixed eggs and bacon, different types of omelets. There's even a tomato omelet, cheese, asparagus, a fish omelet. You don't see that very often. A jelly omelet, kind of a sweet one there. Mushroom, oyster. You definitely don't see oyster omelets very often. But yeah, a lot of different ways of cooking eggs. And this one I would love to try, a rum omelet. It sounds very fancy and like a dessert. So let me know which ones of those you are interested in, and I would absolutely love to try them. Another one that sounds good for using up leftover rice is a rice omelet. So that is it for the book chat today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. And please definitely leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Please say hello down below in the comments if you are new or if you're returning. I love to read those and answer each and every one, and know that I appreciate you. And yes, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. See you later, and you can stay for Trista's Corner if you wish, but I will see you on the next vintage recipe. In this bonus section, I wanted to show you my apple tree. This one has early apples in August. You can see they're already falling on the ground, so it's time for me to do something with these apples. Sometimes I make applesauce. Ooh, look at all of those. There's so many this year. Unfortunately, most of them are really up high, as you can see. But yeah, sometimes I make, well, you can make jam, you can make apple pie filling, you can make all kinds of yummy apple things. But I'm just trying to decide what to do with all these apples, and of course I'm going to give some away as well. Let's pick an apple and see what it's like. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. I just love the color of these. Are nice and tart and crisp. So yeah, let me know your favorite recipes for using up apples. Thanks for joining me, and see you on the next recipe.